Ex-Spain manager Robert Moreno was sacked for heavily relying on ChatGPT to make decisions. Moreno, 48, left Russian First League club FC Sochi last September after picking up just 1 point from 7 matches. Sign up for the football newsletter. Thank you. Moreno was heavily criticized for his strict emphasis on possession-based football without end product credit. Getty. According to the club's former sporting director Andrei Orlov, Moreno was a big fan of ChatGPT and used it to make some bizarre decisions. On an away trip to Khabarovsk, Moreno rigidly stuck to the artificial intelligence platform's prompts to plan his team's schedule. He ordered his team to train at 7 a.m. 2 days before the match and demanded they stay awake for a continuous period of 28 hours. In an interview with Sports Russia, Orlov said, "When we were preparing for a trip to Khabarovsk," Robert said, "I've got it all figured out. I've set up all the trip parameters in ChatGPT. Read more football news. I looked at the presentation. It showed that the players weren't supposed to sleep for 28 hours. I asked, Robert, that's all great, but when are the guys going to sleep? The players, didn't understand why we had to wake up at 5 in the morning and train at 7. We had Oleg Kozhemyakin on our team, who had played a year for SKA, Khabarovsk, just before Sochi. Moreno didn't even consult with him. In the end, we followed the schedule created by ChatGPT. Most read in football. Best online casinos. Top sites in the UK. Moreno also depended on ChatGPT to decide on signing a new striker in the summer. Orlov said, "Last summer, we were looking for a striker, choosing between Vladimir Pozharsky, Pavel Mileshin and Artur Shishenichev. Moreno entered the data of Pozharsky, Mileshin, and Shishenichev from Yscout into ChatGPT. Shishenichev emerged as the best according to GPT. Sochi went ahead and signed Shishenichev, who failed to score a single goal in 10 matches. Orlov added, "An additional tool, why not?" But for Moreno, GPT eventually became one of his primary tools. Towards the end, the Russian core was very unhappy with Moreno, and the foreigners weren't so confident in his ideas either. He was completely unsympathetic to his assistants and players, people sensed it. Under Moreno, Sochi were relegated from the Russian Premier League to the First League. He was also heavily criticized by fans for his strict emphasis on possession-based football without end product and not prioritizing set-piece work in training. Moreno managed 3 games for Spain on an interim basis and was given the permanent job in June 2019 after Luis Enrique resigned due to his daughter's sickness. Recommended stories. After 9 games in charge, winning 7 and drawing 2, Moreno resigned before Euro 2020 and was replaced by Enrique. Earlier, Enrique dismissed Moreno from his coaching staff and called him disloyal and overambitious for wanting to manage Spain at Euro 2020. Luis Enrique had criticized his former assistant Moreno for being disloyal. Getty. Comments.